Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 458. My name is Chris Fricchio, and I am here with Glenn Burgess.
Yo, what up?
Jason A. Stryker.
Hello, that's me.
And Jeff Chorney.
What up, guys?
And we're sans Travis today, so Glenn has been gracious enough to fill in. But we're going to check in with Glenn first before we do anything, because we haven't talked to him in a few weeks. So Glenn, what's up, man? How are you, man?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I don't know if I told you guys, but we're in the midst of several construction. Well, we bought this house and we've done everything that you could possibly do to a house. I feel like every possible maintenance item. We've replaced the garage door and the.
Do you have an elevator?
Septic drain field. Oh no, this is all just stuff that was there.
You haven't done everything.
All right, fair enough. I guess I should work on that second story first.
Yes, you should. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, you could have an elevator that still doesn't go anywhere.
Doesn't go anywhere, yeah.
Well,
it's just for show. It's like, hey, here's the elevator. This is just here for show.
And you guys don't have basements in Florida, right? No, nothing at all like that. Yeah.
I mean, you dig 2 feet and you get water. Yeah. So no basement.
And that's the other major project that we're just about done with. We actually decided to build a swimming pool.
Oh my God.
Nice.
I was going to joke and say, what?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's been the big thing. And it's like a 6 to 8 month long process.
Yeah, ordeal.
You're just staring at this dirt hole in the backyard for months.
Now, for a swimming pool, is that something you have professionals coming in to do, or are you actually,
Well, he only has to build,
that.
dig 2 feet down, right? So
definitely professionals.
Not a problem.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say that's
apparently you just dig 2 feet down, and you get a
dig 2 feet down. Yeah, get yourself a beach.
A swimming hole.
It's a pretty big job.
What we've got down in Florida at the in-laws house is they've got like a pole set up that are dug into the ground a little bit, and you can add like a fence or net around the entire thing. So,
yeah.
Look into that. That'll set your mind at ease.
I avoided that because I used to clean pools for a living, and those things annoyed me so much. And we've got extra screening. As like part of our back deck that was there. We just opted to keep that up. So there's a whole screen door you have to walk through to get to where the pool is. So it's nice and barricaded.
Good.
I think.
Okay.
So yeah, we're almost done. Fingers crossed. We should be like a couple weeks away from having something with water in it that looks nice. Finally, yay!
Nice. So, congrats, dude. That's
super
awesome.
Exciting. Yeah. Thank you. And then
the never-ending money hole that is homeownership.
Bro. I don't think you ever earn equity. I think you just break even. To be honest, but we'll see. I'm gonna be happy with it. The other thing though I wanted to talk to you guys about is I watched a movie. I don't know if you guys watched it. We talked about it briefly. Did you watch the Gran Turismo movie that came out?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right
no.
now.
I've actually heard it's not bad.
I want to see it.
I mean, I saw it and I was like, what? Why are you doing this? And then I'm hearing like not bad things. I'm not going to say I'm hearing good things, but I'm hearing not bad things.
Fair. It's good. I mean, as far as it being a movie, it is an entertaining movie to watch. It's got really good storylines, and it's based on a true story. And part of the itch that got me was, man, it's really convenient that all of these things happened at the times that they happened. Like, wow, that guy broke a lap record on his first time running on this race, trying to earn the respect. That's amazing. And then you look it up, and then none of it. None of it happened the way that they said.
There's a good video that does like a comparison thing, and it's interesting.
Yeah, real life versus movie.
Yeah.
Most of the events did in fact happen, just not in the convenient way that they're laid out for you in the movie.
And apparently like the antagonist is kind of like totally non-existent in real life.
I imagine. There's no way that man exists. He's a cartoon character. Like, there's no way. It's like his whole existence is just like, you better step out of my way. You don't belong.
Oh, he's like, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's like Never Back Down, but in a race car form. But yeah, man, it was actually entertaining. It was good. I was very surprised at the quality, and it's got what's his name from Stranger Things? I never remember.
David Harbour, right?
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I
Such a
love
good
him.
actor.
He is.
He is.
So much color to this.
And I don't know why I don't remember seeing him in much of anything before Stranger Things. Like, has he been in anything else?
He blew up on Stranger Things, but I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like his big break. Okay.
I watched one of his Netflix shows. It was a horror comedy kind of thing. He's really got really good comedy chops. Dude's funny as hell.
Was that the Christmas one?
No, it was not the Christmas one. That's Violent Night, Silent Night.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
No, this is something that was just on Netflix.
Okay.
Anyway, I forget the name of it.
But yeah, I recommend it.
Is this Is it streaming somewhere, or did you rent it?
Netflix.
Or
it was on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix now. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Probably just right now.
I might check it out.
I certainly wouldn't have watched it, but it was available and trending, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, I mean, it's
why not? I've been interested in that story since I heard about it back like in the PS3 era. I think that's around when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
I watched just like a trailer about what it was about, and I had no idea that was something that I'm aware of. Thank you, Jason. But I had no idea that those events had actually happened. Like that.
He's like, I rented it and Clint Eastwood was in it, and I didn't really understand how this has anything to do with the PlayStation.
I didn't really have anything originally, but I'm gonna just play off of what you said. I've got speaking of things around the house, I had a contractor come out and give me an estimate for a new set of stairs coming down to my basement, because the ones coming to the basement are, yeah, they're pretty scary. But I come down them every day, and it's a little. You can
always guarantee you'll make it to the bottom.
Yeah, somehow. But I want to get some in my basement. I want to get some new shelving done as well. And then
an elevator.
When you started mentioning the movie, it made me realize: have we all seen the Sonic movies?
Yes, I've
seen the first one.
Seen the first one. Okay. Yeah. The second one is great. So I'm going to say that.
I will see it. Yep.
It is fucking amazing. They are doing a Knuckles miniseries.
I saw that. Yes. Yeah.
And I saw the trailer for it today, and it was hilarious. Like, I am really looking forward to this because one of the things that I worry about when it comes to things going from movies to series is a drop in like quality. But I guess the good thing about them doing the movie first is they already have all the character models that they can continue to use for the series. So they don't have to put any budget into that. It's just about animating those models,
I guess.
So hopefully that's a good thing. But it looked really, really fun. So I do have Paramount Plus because my wife and I are Trekkies. So I will certainly look forward to seeing that.
It makes so much more sense. I saw that Paramount Plus Super Bowl ad that's been doing the rounds.
Yeah, the one that has
Knuckles in it.
What the hell is
I'm like, why?
I didn't get that either.
People there, and now it makes sense, right?
I'm in now. I get it.
Yeah.
Very cool. When does that come out?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But because
I'm going to time that to when I want to watch Halo Season 2. So at least if Halo Season 2 is trash like the first season, then maybe this will be good. So I won't feel like
Halo trash?
I didn't like the first season. Glenn didn't mind it. I
50-50. It had really good moments.
That's bad.
They had one really solid episode where Master Chief was actually Master Chief, and the rest of it is kind of manufactured drama. So I don't know.
Yeah.
April 26th is when Knuckles is coming out.
Okay.
And I think it's just called Knuckles, and that's it. So. But he's getting it's like I think it's gonna be like 6 or 8 episodes, and it's just like a mini series. But yeah, go check out the trailer if you guys get a chance, man. It was funny.
I will after this for sure.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else, or should we move on to some games?
Games are fun.
Let's move on to some games. What do we want to touch on first? I can go first because you guys are going to talk about something that is a sequel to what I'm playing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably makes sense for you to go first.
Yeah. So I actually I finally started playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I think we talked a little bit about like the reason I was holding on to it and things like that. on previous shows, but I was originally wanted to play the whole thing front to back, and then I found that you couldn't move your characters from one to the other, and it was like, all right, whatever. But so far, I am enjoying the game, but I am not super thrilled with the combat right now, because
you can customize it pretty well, like make it as active as you want to be, but
I guess I need to get used to it a little bit more, but I'm about 9 hours in, so I literally just hit chapter 7 before we started recording. But it feels like they give you like an action sequence, but it feels like when you're actually hitting the button to attack, it really doesn't do a whole lot of damage. So the main point is get your ATB up and then do moves. But I noticed that like Cloud's ATB like shoots up super fast, and right now it's just Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett for me. So Cloud, I can use like 2 or 3 moves with Cloud before Tifa and Barrett even get their ATB up.
Are you controlling them manually?
I'm controlling Cloud. Yeah.
No, the other two. Switch to the other two. You can switch between your party.
I don't switch to them.
I'm letting you know to switch. That builds up the AB meter super fast. The AP meter.
So like once you're done with Cloud stuff, switch to another character.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you start attacking with them, it builds it up really quickly, so you can kind of like rotate through the 3 of them.
Interesting. Okay. I'll give that a shot. The other thing is I feel like they give you like a dodge, and I don't feel like it does anything. Like I feel like I dodge and I get hit while I'm dodging, so it's not like it really does much. But
do you get hit less? Is it?
I don't. It doesn't feel like it. Like I usually just play as Cloud, and I try and kick off moves from the other two. And I always just feel like Cloud is getting his ass kicked. But he is. But I can't say it's because he's up close, because Tifa's up close and she's not getting her ass kicked as much as I am. I don't feel like I'm healing her as much as I'm healing Cloud. But I only control Cloud, really. I haven't really been moving around.
Right.
So I'll give that a shot. I have considered switching to classic mode, and just because when classic mode, apparently they do their normal like mashy button mashy attacks until the ATB is up, and then it pulls up and allows you to
you're basically watching the fight, and then you give the commands.
So I've considered like trying to do that. I just haven't done that yet, but story wise, it's following relatively close. They've added a bunch of stuff already, like the entire I feel like the entire section with the slums was added. I don't remember. Maybe I might be wrong.
I think that was added. Yeah,
it's certainly like more elaborated on.
Yes, absolutely more elaborate. Yeah, absolutely. And like they had they do. What I do like is that they give you a good view of what side missions are around, because you can actually pull up the map and like just see all the side missions that are in the area and whether or not you've completed them. So I was like in the middle of once I got to the slums, I did all the side missions that were available and then moved on with the story. It was really convenient to know that I had knocked everything out and I could just see from the start, this is what's available. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm enjoying it so far. I did pre-order Rebirth already. Cool. So had a mishap with that somehow. I pre-ordered Rebirth from Best Buy, and I got an email from Best Buy saying, "Oh, we updated your order." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And they apparently added a steelbook. And because I got the deluxe.
I already got that
deluxe
pre-order
edition. Yeah, I got the deluxe edition. So they added a steelbook, and when I went back and looked at the order had 2 steelbooks on it. So I think what happened is they went in there to cancel one of the steelbooks, and they canceled my entire order.
Shit,
they did do that with a lot of people. That was trending the other day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I actually gotten like I happened to get the email pretty quickly after it got to me, and I immediately went and talked to support, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." And they said that it was canceled because they had a lot of orders, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
They fucked up.
They fucked up. So yeah, I went in and I reordered it, and then later that evening, I got another email from Best Buy that said, "Oh, we canceled your order by mistake, and we apologize." Blah blah blah. So Yeah,
Are you getting
like for a
two?
while. No, I'm just getting one.
Okay.
I'm just getting one. They didn't reinstate the previous order. They actually said we canceled by accident, but it is available, so you can order it again, and we will make sure you get a steelbook if you use the same email address. So that was cool. But yeah, that's that for Final Fantasy. The only other things that I played is I played some Demio. I don't know if you guys have played Demio, but
Yes,
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
it's so good.
it is.
And we played the Rat King map, which is my least favorite. But
yes, Poison sucks, dude.
Yes, Poison fucking sucks. And I got to use the Warlock, it was the first time I got to use the Warlock quite a bit, and she's really awesome. Like having Kana is like a cat that comes around with you, and she powers up as you travel through the dungeon and things like that. And yeah, it's fantastic. And then still doing the Baldur's Gate thing with my group. We actually went through an entire dungeon in the game and then realized we did something in the wrong order and said, well, I guess we're doing that shit over again. And we went back we scum saved back to before we did it. So, and I'll let you guys know what it is because, two of you know what it is, but it was the Steel Foundry. We went through the Steel Foundry and then realized that we didn't do something before the Steel Foundry, and now we're going to just redo the Steel Foundry.
Oh, I think I know what you didn't do.
Yeah, I think you do too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me though. Final Fantasy VII, I'm glad I started it. I'm really enjoying it. So I'll pass it off. What else we got?
Good. We can jump right into the Final Fantasy, I guess, Rebirth demo. May as well.
Yeah.
I played that. I finished that. I think Jason played it.
I like maybe a half hour or something like that. That's basically to see just how cool Sephiroth is.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. So the demo is it's a pretty famous part from the original game. I won't say too much because I'm sure there are people that don't know what happens in this game. But is a part where you go back to Cloud's kind of hometown sort of thing with Sephiroth. And yeah, it's now that you describe the combat, Chris, and remake, it hasn't changed. It's still the same as that. I think to me it did feel faster though, and it felt more like reactive. Like it felt not reactive. It just felt tighter. Like it felt like you were doing more with the attacks. Like when a game kind of goes to action, but you feel like it's still doing those RPG computations in the background, and it's not as visceral. Like even though remake was pretty good, it didn't totally feel like that. It still had a bit of that feeling. Whereas this like feels good. Like the combat, the character action parts of it. Right? Yeah. And it feels like the hits are hitting. I will say the dodging thing kind of that I noticed that too. I wasn't sure if that was just this one. And man, the game looks good. Like you can tell this was next gen only. Like
from
it's
the start,
yeah. It's very good.
Interesting
looking.
You say that because like fucking remake looks great. Like
remake does look good.
Yeah.
I tried both. I played through an entire playthrough on quality mode because the quality mode's default, and then I played through half on performance. So I'm just gonna say this, and I'll be honest: if you really, really prioritize performance, don't even start the game on quality. Just go right to performance.
Are you gonna miss it?
It's because the quality it's one of the biggest jumps I've seen between quality and performance modes so far. Yeah. And it's not to say the performance mode looks bad. I
usually turn that directly to performance because I don't want to know what I'm missing, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I don't want that.
Did you do that in this one too?
I did. Yep.
Yeah. I think if you don't do that, like if you just go right to performance, it's still going to look good. It's still going to look better than 3 remake. But quality, there is definitely a difference in quality.
It seems like it's running at a higher frame rate too. Yeah, like the first one, I don't know if it was locked at 30 or what, like even in performance, but
it depends what you played on. Did you play on the Pro or the base?
I don't remember.
It had a performance mode, but it was unlocked 60, so it was kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, a little jittery. Yeah.
Yeah, this seemed fine when I played performance mode. Like it seemed pretty locked.
I'm not going to say that it's locked at 60, but like it seems like it maybe like it's higher than 40. Like
for sure.
Yeah, there's a good chance that it's that high. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good.
Is quality mode like a solid 30, or it's not? It doesn't jump around.
I didn't notice any drops, and it does seem so. It seemed like a smooth. I know it's some people don't like a smooth 30. Like there's a 30 frames and there's a smooth 30. Like it doesn't feel like there's any drops during combat or anything. So I never felt like it was a slow 30. Like the ones that drop into the 20s. I didn't get that feeling from it.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm fine. I'm like, okay, I can stick with this. I can do this.
And like Final Fantasy, I really don't like, at least for this one, because it feels more turn-based than say 16. I don't feel like I would need to have the high frame rate of performance node. Like 16, I would want it because it's all action-based combat, right? And it's very, there's a lot of timing there. But this one, I don't really feel that. I don't really feel that with Remake. So
I gotcha. Yeah, it's understandable. I wish 16 had a cross. I wish they could do like 60 frames in battle and then 30 when you're walking around, especially for 16. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. That would have been a cool compromise. Yeah, I don't know what else really to say. They added in a. I'm not sure if you got this far, Jace. Did you do the piano mini game?
No, I saw it though.
Shit's fucking hard.
Yeah,
it's
it looks
cool,
like it.
but it's hard. It's so
you put something in there.
Yeah, so you go to, when you're in Cloud's town, you can walk around and you go into Tifa's house and childhood house, and she's got a piano in there and you can play it, and it's her theme. So you're using both sticks, so the left and the right, which have 8 directions each, and you're playing kind of like a rhythm game where you have to move your thumbs where the notes are hitting, but they're not just like hitting like one, then you go to the next one, go to the next one. There's like 3 notes on one stick that are coming down at the same time. And you have to like double tap one way.
Oh, Jesus.
Then quickly tap another way. And then if you're not paying attention, which happened to me all the time, I wasn't paying attention, you also have to be doing something on your left thumb at the same time. So it's like,
got so many sticks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how do I fucking do this? And then there's like different ways you can look at the notes by hitting the trigger buttons and stuff. It was hard. Yeah, it gave me a C at the end of it, but it is not a C. Like if you were playing Rock Band easy, this was not a C. Like this was failing the fuck out. Like it was bad. Like Tanya was just kind of like, ugh. Like,
what are you doing?
Noise.
Yeah, I don't know what Tifa's theme really sounds like. Put it that way. Oh, and there's also some Uncharted climbing too, so I know Jason's going to be happy about that.
That's
there's
my favorite kind.
Yeah, where they put the yellow bars to show where you can climb, and you're just kind of going up. Yep, that's in there. Which really
I know that Jason was quick to point out that he was missing that in Remake.
Yeah. Platforming is what I think of when I think of Cloud. Yes.
Yeah. Those pixel accurate jumps. Yep, for sure. But it's cool, man. And Sephiroth is definitely cool in it, and it ends perfectly. It gives you a good boss battle at the end. It's lengthy. I think the first playthrough took me about an hour.
I would hope so.
So
like
it's
like 50 gigs or something like that.
Yeah, it is 50 gigs. Yeah, and it's like a linear part of the story. It's not open, so it's they're adding another part to the demo though before it release. Apparently, there's a second part to it coming soon, which is going to be more of an open area.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And they tell you up front that if you play this, you won't have to play that part in the retail game.
Yeah,
they'll kind of skip over that. So that's kind of cool.
Similar to what they did with 16, then
I guess. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you do get some items, but it's probably early game stuff that'll be useful. That's about it. So it's not like you're missing out, but it was enough to entice me to play through the whole thing. It got me hyped, man. I was already hyped. I've had a pre-order for a while, and this just got me like, all right, I'm ready. Like when it becomes real, it's like, okay, I can't wait.
I don't know what my problem
I'm not even
is
an OG
with
fan.
this game. I don't know why I'm not like super fucking over the moon. Yeah, like I was really into 7, when it first came out. I played through the Japanese version of it.
Jeez.
And this one, I don't know. Maybe it's too good, and I don't feel like I'm good enough for it. Maybe that's
You're
it.
not worthy.
Yes.
Dude, I remember when Tobal number 1.
Yeah,
that what Tobal number 1 came out
demo?
in Japan.
The demo
in Japan. I was working at the game store that I was at in college, and we got the demo with Tillball, and we just had that in the PlayStation the whole time. Like people just came in and wanted to see it, and the demo had the Leviathan summon on it, and people would just come in and they'd want to do a battle and they want to see the Leviathan summon. So it was it was a pretty epic time at the then.
I remember bringing my modded PlayStation around to everybody's fucking house and just putting in that game and just like doing a summon and like
nice,
that was fucking mind blowing, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
First time I saw Knights of the Round, I was like, "What? The games will never be this good ever."
And now the real time visuals that we're looking at in remake like blow the full motion video stuff that we've seen in PS1, PS2 just out of the water. So and I just remember being like, wow, it looks great. We'll never get anything better than this. And now I look back and I'm like, man, I was stupid. Okay.
The whole Gran Turismo movie should have been like the PS1 Gran Turismo.
Nice.
Dude just filmed it like that.
Done in the style of
but that's it. That was it for that demo, man. I highly recommend it. If you're already gonna buy it, and you're not gonna play the demo, also good, because it's gonna. I think it's gonna be good. I think this one's gonna be special. I think this one might be remembered at the end of the year. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
And then we'll get the third in the trilogy of the single game that came out in the 1990s in like 4 years or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Well, speaking of RPGs, I did end up buying that Grand Blue Fantasy Rebirth.
Oh, cool.
Game,
all right.
Which just looks gorgeous, by the way. And I thought that's what I really needed in my life. So I started playing it, and turns out it's not what I need in my life right now, because it's a little too wholesome for me right now, I think. And it's like, I need something with a little more grit, but this is all just like everybody's fucking, let's go on a goddamn adventure. They don't say goddamn, but let's be friends and cooperate. And
let's be friends and cooperate.
I just can't right now. I don't know. So
that's funny.
So you went for the next best thing of uppity area.
After that,
I went and watched some stuff on that when you mentioned it last week, and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting."
Beautiful.
So
yeah,
it's gorgeous.
And the comment does have a little
put
more
it on the
depth
backlog list
that I initially gave it. I think so. There is that. Like, I think I will play more of it, but it's going to be hard because like I'm playing a game right now that is like really involving my time, and they're kind of similar because they're RPGs, and the game is Infinite Wealth. So I played the first Like a Dragon last year, the year before, something like that. Ended up in my top 10 because I loved it so much, and I'm definitely in love with this one as well. Like Jeff, you can jump in.
Are you noticing some of the quality of life improvements and stuff?
I don't remember a ton because it was a little while ago. Yeah. So I don't really remember that. It certainly looks better. This is definitely the best looking Yakuza game I've ever seen, without a doubt. Some of the some of the character models and facial animations, and there's this one section or just a moment in particular where he reaches for this door handle and he grips it, and then he grips it tighter, and you can see like the muscles in his hand like fucking moving, and it's just amazing. Like, oh, it's a good looking thing.
Never gonna get any better than this.
Yep, never gonna get. But it's so hard to talk about this game without spoiling anything, right?
Kind of.
Like, you've really got to gloss over stuff. Like, he ends up in, this is like set up after the events of the last one, obviously. And he's working a civvy job, not a Yakuza anymore. And he loses that, has to go to Hawaii for whatever reason, and hijinks ensue over there. So everything gets fucking wacky and crazy and dramatic. Is all hell. There's 10 different stories.
You in?
Just about to wrap up 6.
Oh wow! Holy shit! Okay, I just started chapter 5.
Okay. Yeah, I've been playing nonstop for the past couple of days. So, yeah, it's super fun.
I like the scene where you find out why he gets fired. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Like the reasoning behind it is so today.
Yep.
They cover a lot of modern day type. I don't know, like pop culture and trends, and
they set that up as like a major plot point, but then like they haven't touched it since I've been there.
No, they
probably
haven't.
20 hours since then. And it's like, I'm still wondering about that. Like, what the hell's going to happen with that? Because they would have to, I would think, address it at some point. They certainly made a big deal about it, but
like, I'm just getting into what I would say, I guess, the start of the meat of the plot, maybe. And that's not a knock on it, because I've loved everything up to this point. Where you got to, like, I guess we would say the first major dungeon, I guess, of the game is the end of chapter 4, with a certain kind of like faction. But everything leading up to it was fun, and I like doing the side stuff, and that's rare for me. And I'm doing dumb shit, like I am playing darts, I am doing the matchmaking thing, and Tanya will sit there and try to give me like,
I'm playing Crazy Taxi with a bike.
Your Uber Eats driver. Yeah, exactly. You're driving around picking up those burgers and slices of pizza, and oh man, it's good. This is
another series you guys have put on my backlog now because of the way you've been talking about it. Because I didn't know that's what this was.
It's so wacky.
I played the Yakuza games, and the Yakuza games have been like, not really for me.
There's some quirky stuff in there for sure, but this is over the top.
This sounds up my alley.
Yes, it's crazy. And when you go to the arcades, they actually have Sega arcade games in there you can play. Cool. I think that's been around for a while for these games, but it's just cool going in there and seeing a Virtua Fighter like 3 TB cabinet and sitting down and actually playing it. It's cool. Like little touches
UFO
like that,
and stuff like that, where you can collect different things. And I really enjoy the combat as well. Like, it's turn-based for sure, but they give you a little bit of freedom. Like they give you a circle of motion that you can kind of move. And what you do with that is you can kind of line up your shot, kind of. Like you'll run into an enemy, going this way, and if you attack them, they'll fly back and then they'll hit another enemy or something like that. Or you can knock that enemy into another one of your characters and they'll, reciprocate. It's a lot of fun. I've only got the starter classes so far. Actually, no, I've got a couple others that I haven't switched to yet, but there's a bunch of different classes. And
I haven't got there yet.
They're so crazy. Like one's a pyro dancer, one's an action star. There's an aquanaut, which you're just a surfer with a surfboard. That's your attack. It's I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a damn good game, and it does take a lot to get into it. But you were gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, with going back to the battle system, I have one little gripe with it, and it's just a little gripe. The circle thing's really cool, but what kind of can offset that sometimes is your AI guys also move around, and I will be ready to do like a area of effect attack or buff or something. And when you start it, even during the animation, they will still be moving, and they might like exit that circle.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you wasted it. You're like, you just did it on yourself or on the one character you're trying to do it. It's like, no, I had them in the perfect spot and fucking, but it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. And the enemies do that too. Like I'll have like 3 enemies lined up and I'm going to hit them with my tire or whatever. And, one will move. So it's like I only hit 2 then, but
it's tires. Like literally, a guy has you can throw a tire at someone, and the same guy has a special where he takes out a car battery and then electrocutes people and puts on it's
throws road flares.
It's wacky. Yes, that's right. I just got that recently. Where you can. It's fun. Yeah.
Super good. You guys let's try that series. I know it's a lot to invest in, but like. There's also some of the best writing in the side missions as well. Like some of the partner missions that I'm doing. Like I'm really seeking out. Not only is the reward for doing them really good, because you get like combo attacks and shit like that, but just the writing and everything is great, and it's nice getting to know those characters more. It's rad. Great game.
First one's on Game Pass, guys. Just saying.
Yeah. That's going to be a target for me.
And I think the first one like gets cooking a little bit faster, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So that might be a good one to hop in on. But yeah. Also finished up with Tekken stuff, like all the character episodes. Went through and beat the game with everybody. Got everybody's ending and shit, which some of them are right up there with past Tekken games as far as like absurdness. They do a pretty good job with that. And then I got the secret ending from the main arcade mode, not arcade mode, but story mode. So, and I went online once. And it was against the Wi-Fi dude, and the connection was shit.
Awful.
It was terrible. It was damn near
against
unplayable.
the Wi-Fi dude. What do you mean?
Some guy using Wi-Fi.
Yeah, some guy
using Wi-Fi.
Someone, okay. It's just someone using Wi-Fi. Okay.
It's somebody that has a Wi-Fi signal on his back. He's got a little antenna.
Yeah.
Shoots that
guy
at you.
Probably is in Yakuza.
He's like 5G.
5G. The special is lag.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
But that gets me caught up with everything. Anybody else got some stuff?
Glenn.
Yeah.
I got to
Glenn, what do you got?
I went through and I got a bone to pick because nobody on this show told me about
Pick my bone any day, man.
And I finally got around to Cocoon and played that. And not
you son of a bitch.
If only there was somebody that could have
If
told
only.
If only. I mean, I looked at my friends for recommendations, and I just feel real left out on this one. But I covered it totally on my own, and I just to play through it.
I feel like
I'm glad you discovered that.
But that game was a ton of fun. That was a really quick burn, and it just was so like easy going. It wasn't quite. It's not wholesome, so you don't have to worry about that. But like. It's not. It doesn't ever feel high stakes. Like even the boss battles are like puzzles more than they are battles. So you can just kind of chill and play the game, and everything transitions super quickly. It's beautiful. It makes absolutely no sense, and it's just a lot of fun. So
that's why I like having Glenn on the show because he's always digging up these like hidden gems. Like
yeah, that none of us have ever played, right?
No, I've never heard of that though. I'm gonna check that out.
No one at all. I think it might be on Game Pass or something. I don't know.
I wonder if it's made by another developer that we might like games of theirs before, but maybe not. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'll look into it. Never heard of it.
Who could tell?
No one. You can't. When you really think about it, you really wouldn't know. When you really think about it.
I also 2 days ago rolled credits on Prince of Persia.
Yeah,
nice.
And wow, I thought I would like the game, but it really it bit me good. The combat's so fun. I'm just digging it. Like the amulets and everything that you can put on just completely change how you can play the game.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of replayability to it. I feel like if you really wanted to, I'm doing the same route that I did with Metroid Dread, which is I went through the story relatively quickly, and now I'm just casually exploring every inch of the map that I haven't done yet to get up to 100% out of it. After.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I didn't get everything, but I did get the platinum this past week. So there's a trying to think what it is that there's a couple of things that are just I feel like they could do better with letting you know. Like with the collectibles, the collectible setup they've got is pretty good, right? For the most part. But there's a couple of spots that it's like there's 14 chests in this area, and there's not really any way to know which ones you got. So you're traveling the whole area to look for them. But
in the collector's edition, they do have an amulet that you can wear that it'll ping you. Like your controller will rumble or whatever if you're near a treasure. So
there's an amulet you can get to that like plays a sound or a song or something if you're getting close to a treasure. I'm trying to remember what that.
Did you guys ever get the bird? I never used that.
Yeah, I never got the bird.
Yeah, I never got the bird either.
Videos, but
like the bird. Does the bird come with you?
Yes, like it follows you, like
the parrot. Really?
I don't know. Is it a parrot? I don't know.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
He didn't come with me. I went and did that side quest at the pirate ship.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you talk to him again, and he opens up. He actually put 4 X's on my map to show me where some treasure was.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then, but I didn't go back and check. But he didn't come with me or anything. But shit, if he comes with you,
yeah, I've seen videos of. I'm not sure if it's that exact bird, around? But it like follows you, and it goes like it seeks out like it chirps or something when treasure's nearby.
Oh shit!
Maybe you know what? It could be.
Back and look for it.
It could be an accessibility thing. Maybe it's one of the options for like difficulty. That's like turn this on to get like maybe I don't know. I've just seen it in a bunch of videos. Yeah, and I didn't see it.
They ask you if you want to do these side quests, right? Do you want to help this person? Yes or no? And I'm like, does it matter? Does it honestly matter if I say yes or no?
No.
Like, does it affect anything in the game? And I wonder if you choose to help the pirate captain and return the bird to him, then you don't get the bird, and instead you get these 4 locations. And if you don't help him and you just find the bird, maybe you get to keep him. I don't know. I'm speculating. I have no idea. I haven't.
If only there was a way to Google this information.
Yeah, if only.
Again, if only there was a way.
Yeah. We'll never know. We just got to wait for the next Game Pro issue to come out.
That's right. That's right.
Comments if,
I'll talk to my friends on the schoolyard and they'll tell me.
Jason, when's my next Game Informer coming in the mail?
Oh yeah, because I send those. I deliver those now. That's what I do. That I'm not working at Game Informer.
Yeah, irony. Yeah, exactly. He gets on his bike, throws like a basket on the front.
It's all crazy taxi like. Yeah.
He picks up Yakuza on the way. It's fine.
That's all that I've got, but I did want to go and throw my backlog jam entries in for you guys if you want.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, you weren't here for that.
I've got
Which I'm sure all of us are diligently working on.
I've got everything downloaded and ready to go.
I beat one already.
Oh shit. Oh no, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
no,
you shouldn't. Audio listeners.
Nope.
For those listening on Spotify. So the first one I'm going to do, and it was based off of reaction from Chris when I said I hadn't played it yet, and it's Horizon Zero Dawn. I picked that up on a Steam sale for like $5 or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's install it.
That's the way to do it.
It looks like a blast. It's just one of those that I never got around to. So it's on the list. Got to get it done.
Good shit.
The second one, just because I hear so many people having so many different experiences with it, is Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Right. It's
all right.
1,000-hour game. I don't know. I hear a lot of people that say like, "Man, it just chills me out," and I just enjoy walking around and doing what they tell me to do, and maybe a little extra here and there. I really just want to follow this weird ass story through to completion. I'm surprised I haven't already looked it up on YouTube to just say, "Hey, play all the cutscenes for me."
That's what I did.
I think you put on your Game of the Year list if you did that.
Frankly, what I did. Yeah, I just couldn't. I've had people like completely 180 on that game too. Like they just did not like it at first, and then really love it. Like
right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's on the list. We'll see how it goes. That's the one that I'm really worried about going. I don't know if I'm going to actually do it. And then the third one, I wasn't going to do it. I had a bunch of other ones that I was going to go through. I was going to find some older ones, but I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna put in some time with Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
And you guys are talking about it too much. It seems like it's a once in a lifetime experience.
If only there was somebody to tell you about that game. Yeah,
I know. It's like,
so tell me more about this.
Yeah, I don't feel like we talk about that enough.
Well-known game that you may not have heard of. Apparently, there were 2 prior.
Okay.
But yeah, that's going to be a long haul to do. But I feel like it's going to be an easier one to stick with once I get into it. And I just want to experience. I want to go through it and see how I can break the game and still beat it the way that Jason did.
What can I completely fuck up on the way?
Well, I suggest either playing that game first or last, because either you either play it first and everything else gets pushed aside, or you play it last after you beat other stuff you want to play. Once you start Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Is there anything in the near future that you're interested in playing that's coming out that you're interested in playing? like in the next 2 months.
Yeah. That's I'm gonna put it towards the second half of the year is when I'm gonna
Okay.
and play around with it. So we'll see.
Very cool.
See how it goes. So that's my entries. Hold me to them.
Good deal.
You
Good
got it.
deal.
I will.
All right.
God damn it. You will get a harshly worded Discord message if you don't.
That's right. The punishments will be harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Any other games to talk about?
Yeah, I don't think
not
so.
from this side.
Wrapped up everything. All right. Well, let's pass it off to Jeff. He's got some news to talk about with us.
We've got some news. I'm going to kick it off with we have been hearing all the Microsoft rumors and speculation, so we're not ignoring that. We just decided we're not going to talk about it until it becomes actual news. Yeah, until it's actually confirmed, because we don't want to talk about it for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then find out none of it's true or all of it's true, and then repeat the conversation.
So I do totally want what you put on Twitter today to be true, Jeff. I'm just
that's just Redfall.
It's fucking hilarious. Xbox is moving to third party. Redfall is coming out on PlayStation.
Yep.
And that's it. No more.
That'd be such a douchebag thing to do. Oh my god. But we do have some actual real news this week. So Spider-Man 2 is getting the new game plus, new suits, and more, Insomniac says, on March 7th. So that's cool. Yeah. I do have... How do you guys feel about this being like the new thing now, is where Game Plus comes out quite a bit after the game releases? Does that bother you guys?
I am not one that does new Game Plus very much.
Oh yeah, I can hear it echoing.
I don't do New Game Plus very much, so it doesn't bother me that much. But I do like the additions that they add, like the little things they're putting in afterwards. So,
gotcha. I like New Game Plus, but I would have started Spider-Man 2 almost right away if it had it right away. Same with Ragnarok. I think that added it later too. I don't really mind as long as they added it's fine. But for me personally, if they added in way later, chances of me replaying it sooner than I normally would just doesn't really happen. But I'm glad it's coming, because I will definitely give it a shot again. Give it a shot. Like, I didn't really play enough of the first of it originally,
right?
But yeah, I'll play it again. Capcom put out a little, I guess, a poll on their website, and they're asking fans and gamers what they want to see return from the Capcom franchise. So, guys, go to that website, go to Capcom.
Like Capcom franchises?
Capcom. Yes. So I'm going to give you guys some examples from this list. Let's do something fun and just say the game from this list that you'd want to see come back. So on this list is everything I'm going to say, plus they add in and add another, like if you want to add your own suggestions. There's Dead Rising, Okami, Onimusha, Dino Crisis, Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins, Final Fight, Lost Odyssey, and Lost Planet.
Wait, that's it? What about
Darkstalkers? That's all the ones I have.
God damn
that's all the one. I'm trying to think if that's the only ones that they have on the screenshot I took. That was from IGN. Maybe they didn't include all of them.
Okay.
But I mean, you could write in Darkstalkers. That's fine.
I'm gonna.
You should write it in 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. Any of those stick out?
Dino Crisis is the one that sticks out because they haven't done anything with Dino Crisis in a while, and that's not even necessarily for me because I'm not even sure if I would play it. But I know there's John Muncher for one, but there's a ton of people that I know are itching for more of that because they released 1 and 2 on PS1 and then that was it. Like we never saw anything again from it, right? So
3 was on Xbox. It was exclusive.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it was like a totally different type of game. I think it was almost like a shooter, maybe. But yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be that good. I never played it.
Yeah, that would be the one though for me. It's like Ghosts and Goblins you mentioned, and I'm big on Ghosts and Goblins, but they did just release one not too long ago, Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins or something. So I don't really feel that one. I'd have to see the list again, to be honest with you. But yeah, I would start with Dino Crisis.
Gotcha.
Why do they have
Jason?
Lost Odyssey? I don't understand. That was not Capcom.
Oh, sorry, Lost Planet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I've been fucking racking my brain here. I'm like, what is the lineage? That
Yeah, I
game?
know. Lost Odyssey is Mistwalker.
I kind of double took that one too, but you said Lost Odyssey and then immediately after said Lost Planet. So yeah.
Oh, did I? I don't remember correcting myself. So
yeah, I definitely
We'll
wanted
go
another
with it.
Darkstalkers very, very, very much. What else? Like to see another Akami would be cool, even though I haven't played the first
Agreed.
one.
Even if they did a remake of the first one, I think would be good. Like,
well, they've got that HD version, which is
but you're still looking at those
are actually 4K
PS2.
textures.
Yeah, sure, the textures are great, but it's still like the amount of polygons you've got in the characters and things are relatively low because it's all PS2 level, right? So,
but I mean, they're meant to be kind of flat, right? Because they're on paper.
Kind of the art style is kind of like a paper, like.
But I don't like. I think that the wolf itself should have some
thickness. Yeah. All right.
Glenn, anything stick out to you? No.
I'm always down for a Mega Man.
They've got a lot of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton.
Oh, dude,
it's not like we've been left wanting.
There's a Humble Bundle right now.
I'd still be down for more.
You should check that out.
Is there a Mega Man Humble Bundle?
There is.
Son of a bitch, Jason.
Sorry, $20.
There you go.
I'm saying nobody tells anybody about games on this show.
No, we're really terrible at that. We do not talk enough about games. I would go with Lost Planet. I love the first Lost Planet. Not so much a fan of 2 or 3, but I love the first one.
I always loved it.
I would like the first one.
In theory, I never got to play it multiplayer though, for whatever reason.
Oh, the third one? Was that the third one?
No,
the second one?
Just the first one. I never got to play that.
Oh, never at all?
Yeah, by the time I came around to it, like nobody was playing it. So.
Oh, well, it was only multiplayer was 2 and 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first one was like campaign. So you could play multiplayer, but it was like an arena type third person shooter type thing.
Yeah, I must be thinking of 2 then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter type 1 was I think 2 or 3. Okay. I didn't play those either because I think same reason. I don't think I knew anyone who was going to get it. So, and it wasn't going to be good single player. So I was like, no thanks.
Gotcha.
So we talked about Infinite Wealth. This is just a nice little record breaking moment for Sega and Atlas. Infinite Wealth is the fastest selling game in the series. That includes all of the Yakuza games as well. They sold 1 million in 1 week.
Damn.
And Atlas had its best selling game of all time, fastest selling game of all time. Yeah, with Persona 3 Reload. So those are 2 games that seems to be really hitting their stride.
Huh?
Yeah, and most of these sales are coming from North America, so it's like, wow.
I was going to say, did we become an RPG show recently? Because I feel like that's all we talk about now.
Weird.
Like, when did that happen?
I know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. There's some game that I've heard a bunch about, but I don't think that we've played. Glenn mentioned it earlier. I forgot the name of it, but that kicked it off for me for a lot.
Cocoon.
Cocoon, yes, that's right. Cocoon. That's the RPG Cocoon. That really put me on it for sure. That game I just found out about today that I played it earlier.
Glenn used to talk about what is it, the Lake of Suns or something like that. I can't remember.
Yes, Lake of Suns. Yes,
that's the Sea of Stars that Mom said is at home.
I do get it though. It's like Glenn was telling us for so long, like, play Sea of Stars. It's so good. It's play Sea of Stars, guys. Just play Sea of Stars. And we're like, we got other shit to play.
Garland's so good.
And then we did. That's pretty much the game news of this week.
All right.
Cover more next week.
Indeed.
So, so this is kind of,
so we're reeling it in.
Yeah, we did kind of save this for the end of the show because I don't think it would have been a good idea to do this at the front of the show.
I would have not recovered. Yeah.
Yeah. And people who have known us for a long time know of Nabeshin, Brian Jackson. He's been with us since day one. Became a really good friend of the show. Became a good friend to all of us individually.
He was a secret member of the
wonderful
show,
contributor as well.
He was contributor.
He gave us a lot of ideas, a lot of emails that he sent in. He was
call-ins too. Yeah.
His voicemails.
Yep.
Were memorable. We did the thing last week for the Nabeshin height meter. That was his idea. He started that years ago. He's, for those who don't know, he was battling cancer for the good part of a year and a bit. And unfortunately, he lost that battle this past Sunday. Throughout this whole time, like he was positive. He never. I mean, he'd have his days but he'd put it all on Twitter. He wasn't like afraid, and he was probably afraid, but he was putting out some good messages out there, and just kind of, it's heartbreaking because it's one of those things that you don't feel is real until it kind of happens. And we had the luxury of like meeting him multiple occasions.
Yeah,
and
he fast one here, and
yes,
we had got to have a great time with him, and
he saw me out in California too.
That's right. Yeah, and he was always outgoing with us, and I don't think any of us can say we've ever met somebody who didn't enjoy being around Brian at any time. He was full of positivity. He loved when, like, we joke with Glenn right now about the Sea of Stars thing, but he also loved when people played the games he liked. And I remember one of those Indus Fest that I'm just remembering now is that he gave each of one of us a game he really liked.
Yep.
Whether he bought it or gave like his own personal copy. And I still have mine. Mine is the Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. And
I got a Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts.
I think. Kingdom. That's right. Ooh. Yeah, big Kingdom Hearts fan. But yeah, I don't. It's not cool, and I honestly don't think it's fully even kind of set in. But what we're gonna do, and Travis, by the way, he really wished he could have been on this episode, but due to a personal reason, he wasn't able to make it. So he's part of, I guess, our kind of like send off that, like, Brian, we love you, we still love you. I mean, rest in power, my guy, and you'll always be part of Indus. You'll always be friends of ours, the community. We're gonna do that segment we did. That's gonna be something we do pretty much anytime there is a presser, some kind of thing. We're gonna that's gonna be your segment now, Nabeshin. That's gonna be, we'll name it after you. It's gonna be your thing. It's gonna be something that we do regularly to keep you going, at least in the Indus aspect, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you guys?
You're
see
strong, dude. Because I'm fucking losing it now, right? It just
his pin tweet, because he pinned this a while ago.
It's so hard to read it. Every time I look at his Twitter, I'm like,
I think he was, being tongue in cheek with this. That's what I believe, anyway.
He posted it a while ago.
Yeah.
Then he pinned it, but he said I died before Kingdom Hearts 4 came out.
I just imagine him shaking his fist.
Yeah. He had a sense of humor. So, yeah, I love you, man.
Cancer fucking sucks.
It does.
Cancer sucks. And I don't know why we're still doing this. Why we still have to face this. It's like, why are we not putting more effort into eradicating this fucking disease? I lost both my parents to it. Now this Brian, it's just fucking awful. My wife is a survivor. It's we love you, Brian.
Yeah. Love you, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I'm glad that you did that, because I would not have made it through it at all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank all you guys. Thank everyone.
We're gonna. So this show's for Nabeshin, man, and Jeff is right. We're gonna keep doing his hype meter. The one thing I will say is that we had a topic a while ago, a long time ago, where we talked about our most memorable multiplayer moments, and mine involved Nabeshin, and it was just something that he and I laughed about a lot. And I'm not going to go into it, but it was just one of those things. And like he would get on my case because he felt like I was always jabbing at him for mentioning it, because it was a moment where I had gotten the best of him in a game, and but he was always in good spirits about it. He always laughed about everything. He was always in such a positive, so much positive energy all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna pull back from the somber stuff, I should say. So let's see. I think that's our show.
Yeah.
I certainly it was hard to figure out where we were going to talk about, Brian, because we either start the show and it's hard to get through, or we end the show and we end on a somber note. So we decided to end on a somber note. But we love you, Brian. We're gonna keep you around in any way we can, and thank you. Outside of that, I hope you guys enjoyed what we discussed today. If you did, please tell a few friends. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you have memories of Brian, post them in the comments.
I was going to say, I would like to. That would be fun, actually, to reminisce some.
Listen,
maybe a little bit down the road.
Maybe we're a little bit on the somber note too much, and maybe I'm just in my feelings a little too much. But when you're telling your friends about it, just tell them you love them.
Yeah. No.
Never know.
All right. Let's call this show for Nabeshin, and until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Glenn.
I'm Jason.
Jeff.
Play your games. Love your friends. Talk to you next week.